Okay, so my name is Leonardo Alfonsius Paulo Saleno. I studied as medical doctor in Faculty of Medicine, Samratulangi University, Manado, and I just graduated currently for my master in clinical epidemiology in Faculty of Medicine, Universitas Gadjah Mada, Yogyakarta. Well, it's kind of tough question because I was born in Manado. I grew up there up to my medical doctor degree, but originally I'm from Sangir, a tribe which is located up north of the Celebes Island, which is close to Philippines. So that's where my root comes from. So currently, after just finished my study, I'm now entitled as the research assistant in clinical epidemiology and biostatistics unit in Sarjito Hospital, and I work for projects which is particularly in dengue and also some project in dermatology. Because I found that it is very essential, firstly, and I found that we have many physicians, we have doctors, but not many of them are aware of this issue, because if we talk about clinical epidemiology, we need to analyze the people. We need to consider first the characteristic of the patient and how this disease is going on. And I choose this because I love to analyze, and it's my passion to work with the patient. It's my passion to elaborate anything that I got from the theory and what I found in the physical examination. And what I love the most is because I could create and initiate a research which is typically medical research on human beings. Well, mostly Asian because it's not so far. So I've been to Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Hong Kong, China, South Korea, Turkey, and Uganda. Well, I hope I don't miss anything, but so far that's the least countries I've been to. Actually, I speak Bahasa well because it's my mother tongue, but I also speak English and French confidently. But I learned a little bit of Spanish and Germany, as well as Russian and Hindi, a little bit of Lango, Luo, which is derived from East African countries, and a little bit of Amharic. Yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, so luckily in Yogyakarta we have lots of possibilities to do. We have, for example, French. We have the French Culture Institution, which is under the embassy. And I choose them because I found that those languages are very universal, like French, for example, Spanish, and as well as Russian. Those three languages are very prominent in international level, as well as we have many people who can speak French, English, and Spanish. Like, let's say French, for example, it's widely spoken in several countries in Europe as well as in Africa. As well as Spanish, we also have many people who can speak in North America, which is typically South United States, Mexico, and I could say like almost 80% countries in South America Latin they are speaking Spanish. So I find like it is quite important modalities for me to engage with people around the world. Because I consider, firstly, because I was from small cities in Indonesia, and I have a very big and strong dream, and therefore I need to prepare myself. I need many capacity building for myself, and I found like study in Yogyakarta, particularly, is the best way to accommodate all I need. And Actually, I'm a typically shy person. I'm quite introvert. But one day I considered that if you keep silent, if you didn't never speak up, and you will never share your ideas. So therefore, I learned to develop myself. I learned how to, if I could join some speech competitions, then I will try to do so. So I could, develop my skills and try to construct very strategic thinking just in simple minutes. So when I worked in Uganda, it was right after my graduation as medical doctor. So it was on the March 2013, and I applied to. We have a certain special pool for medical workers, voluntarily for worker, and I found there are two countries in Africa which is offering a job, which is Congo and Uganda. But I prefer Uganda, and I just submit all my CV and my patient and all my background studies, and well, actually they found it and they accept me. And actually it was the time when they are really need the people outside Africa to help with them. So they found I'm the right one, so just I take the chance as well. And continue to the internship that I gained. This is under the cooperation with the Faculty of Medicine. So it's just the way when I just registered myself as the student in here, and I get the chance to apply for that. And well, actually I made it, but I made it the second opportunity, because the first one I was failed, and the second one and I try again and I keep fighting and I made it. Well, it's a very interesting question, because people in Uganda, they are still, I could say, developing country, and they are very generous. They are very welcome for me, because if I go there, I like look so different with the people, but they are still very welcoming. And the most important and the most memorable thing that I will never forget is how they love to share. I mean, I work for the several students to help them with their study, and actually they are not from so rich family, because their parents are peasant farmers. So I know their economic background, but they always encourage me to share. Sir, we have food, we have this, and they serve in the plate, just special for me. So the way of welcoming people is the way that I really adore, and I really appreciate them very much. So that's really a good story for me.